Do you know that obeying your human leaders are much easier than obeying the voice of Holy Spirit? If you cannot obey your human leader, you can audibly hear his command and you can visually see his face and you cannot obey him. How can you obey the voice of Holy Spirit whom you cannot see and you cannot audibly hear his voice? It's hypocrisy. It's a deception. Because obeying the voice of Holy Spirit is much more difficult than obeying the voice of human leader. So that's why God gave you spiritual leaders in this house and your pastors. And sometimes what they demand from you may sound like obnoxious. That's your test. And when it becomes so difficult to obey, you obey it and you pass the test. And then when you are proven with your obedience, and then Holy Spirit will begin to speak to you. Because there's no accountability with the voice of Holy Spirit. But voice of human leaders, you have accountability. Because everybody else hears that voice. Oh, pastor told you to do that. We all heard it. Why aren't you doing it? But Holy Spirit, you only hear the voice of Holy Spirit. There's no accountability. You can easily dismiss it. You can easily say, I didn't hear it. That was not the voice of Holy Spirit. That's why God is training us through our human leaders' obedience. Learn to obey. Do you think God needs your opinion? Do you think God is smarter than you? God doesn't need your opinion. God needs your obedience, and through obedience, God performs His power.